Have you ever felt like there's more inside of you, but you can't quite put your finger on what's keeping you stuck? Maybe you've invested in courses, read the books, built the business, served faithfully, worked hard, and yet something still feels misaligned. Not because you aren't capable, but because deep down you're still asking one question: who was I uniquely created to be? I believe that's the question that changes everything. Because before strategy, before branding, before business comes identity. And when identity becomes clear, everything else begins to align.
The one question that was the loudest that was repeating over and over inside my heart and my head was, who am I? What am I here for? I realize that's two questions, but it was literally that soundtrack over and over. What am I here for? What am I supposed to be doing? It was so confusing.
I felt lost. Oh, I'd say it was extremely frustrating. I would go in circles. I couldn't figure it out.
Because I had strived for so long that it led to burnt out. So the way that it worked out really well for me for a certain point of time, but then it didn't. So I'm like, there has to be another way.
I needed just some clarity was on my immediate next steps. And it's not the tactical next steps. Like I knew logically do one, two, and three, but it was the emotional next steps. Like I was questioning myself a lot on, is this really the next step that God wants me to take? Is this really my story? Is this really my calling?
I had a lot of ideas in my head. I had a lot of thoughts about what I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure. I didn't have clarity.
I was stuck and I felt unsure and uncertain about where I was going. I had ideas, I had a burning in my heart, but wasn't sure where to direct it. It's just, it was messy. Yeah, and that's real.
I was feeling fearful. I was feeling frustrated. I knew that God had a plan, and I knew that I was finally aligning with that plan, but I was still too scared to take that first step. I think I was overwhelmed and I just didn't have direction.
Before signing up, my biggest question, and this is what I've been struggling with for a couple years: what is my purpose? Who am I? And what really is God's will for me in this life?
One of the greatest privileges of my life is helping people discover the gold that's already inside them. I don't believe your identity is something you create. I believe it's something you discover. Too often we've spent years trying to become someone else when the Creator has been inviting us to become who He created us to be all along. That's what the Gold Track is about. Not becoming someone new, discovering the treasure that's been there all along.
I've gotten to experience a lot of new things. And one in particular, just simply confidence in who I am and what I bring to the table in each and every person I get the opportunity to encounter every single day. Not just when I'm on stage. Every single person I encounter, I get to bring a certain kind of gifting, a certain kind of energy to that has been in me the whole time, and I didn't even know it was there. Clueless, totally clueless. It's been there. So happy to know it's there. All because of the Gold Track. All because of the Gold Track.
I went from not having any vision, not just having that blankness, to having so much more clarity, having directions, having steps that I could take.
When I used to speak, my voice would shake because I would be so nervous. And I've set that aside. I show up with more confidence and authority because I know my voice matters.
I went from feeling like I wasn't enough to seeing that I was more than enough and that I was capable and that I already had everything that I needed inside to do what God was calling me to do. And so going through the gold track really helped me dig into what my story was and how I will take my experiences to be able to help other people. And it really helped me put the emotional and the heart that I have for what I'm passionate about and pair it with the logical next tactical steps of what I needed to do to get to my vision.
Pressure and confusion was basically taken away. It was like a freedom. It was like I didn't feel like I was struggling to be something that I wasn't. It really guided me that I can see now which way I need to go.
I found Twyla, I found hope, and I found a peace that no matter how things shake, I'm not stuck anymore.
It was literally the key to unlocking what was holding me back. Not only have I found my identity and understand who I really am, and I can walk in that, it's also helped me to have grace for other people.
I am a special person created and designed by God, and He has a purpose. And that's what we are and finding. Who am I and what is my purpose? And loving and forgiving myself.
When identity changes, everything changes. The way you lead, the way you love, the way you build your business, the way you serve others, the way you see yourself. The gold track isn't just about personal growth. It's about alignment, helping every part of your life reflect who you were uniquely created to be.
In this process was inspired with Jen Horling, the instructor of this class, but an idea for a show, a comedy show that was crowd interactive called The Dirty Little Secret Show. And I wrote it out. I pitched it to a big booker, actually, the booker that toured the Impractical Jokers for 12 years very successfully. I'm sure you've heard of that little show. He loved it. He picked it up. He is now professionally booking me under the same name that Impractical Jokers was touring. I mean, this is giant, giant. I am traveling the US, getting on planes. I'm closer to my husband than I've ever been. He is my best friend, my most favorite person in the world. It wasn't even a year and a half ago. It would have made me actually have a physical reaction to try to say that. He is my most favorite person in the world, my best friend. I love my kids. We're actively always planning family time together. I homeschool. I get to do the gigs I want to do. I get to say no to the ones I don't want to do.
And it's opened some incredible opportunities where I look at the room and I'm like, wow, I'm here with them. And I am so grateful to God and honored that I am there, because previous me would be scared. Now I say yes, even sometimes if it's uncomfortable. I'm like, yes.
And my voice is coming out more and more. I'm having people call me and ask me to counsel and want to know about the coaching and when is that starting. And it's just a flip, and that switch has gone off in me.
Going through this, like I said earlier, it will change your life.
If you're looking for another marketing strategy, another business course, or another quick fix, the gold track probably isn't for you. But if you're ready to discover who you were uniquely created to be, if you're ready to uncover the gold that's been hidden beneath years of fear, comparison, performance, or disappointment, I'd love to walk that journey with you. Because I truly believe your identity comes before your destiny. And the treasure has been there all along. It's just up to you to say yes to begin the discovery.
And if it wasn't for the gold track, I would have no idea who I am, what he gifted me with from birth, and what the heck I was put on this earth for, to do the best I could with. Well, I'm here.
The results, I mean, you can ask anybody who's been through the program and they'll have some wins, some huge wins. Just do it. It's been vetted. So what happens 6 months from now? You're going to be in the same spot, or have you radically changed your life?
This is the answer to getting people on track with that alignment of where they need to be on their journey.
You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The longer you wait, the longer you'll be in that same position of feeling frustrated, feeling stuck, feeling overwhelmed, whatever the feelings are.
Like, it's transformational. It's not just a skill jump. It is worth the leap. I'm telling you, you couldn't pay enough for this. This isn't about money. This isn't about God will provide. He will make a way for you to do this.
What if? What is standing in your way in your life? Let it go and give it to him. He's knocking on the door. Open it. See what happens. Go for it. Go all in because you are worth it.